17 as a community working to recover from Hurricane Helene earlier this school year. That hit the region on September 27th. Pair that with snow days this winter, the lost school days quickly add up. News Channel 11's Belle Johnson explains how the district is using all resources, including a virtual one, to prevent learning loss when they can't be in the classroom. Belle?
That's right, Casey. Between a hurricane, flooding, and now snow, Unicoi County Schools have had to close or have virtual learning days for students to keep up. Although some may think students would fall behind during this type of learning, Unicoi County officials tell me they are optimistic about student results.
I don't think it's the ideal situation. We certainly want kids in classrooms in our building.
The halls of Unicoi County Middle School were empty Friday due to students staying home for a virtual learning day. This is just one of the many times students had to stay home during this school year.
We've had a very interrupted school year, going back to end of September and the flood, and then winter's been challenging so far. So, it's not something that we love, but it's something that we have found to be a good backup plan for us to try to help keep our students engaged when we're not able to get in person.
Despite the challenges that come with virtual learning, John English, the director of schools of Unicoi County, believes students and teachers are adjusting very well.
There's always going to be glitches, service areas. Some have been a little tough, getting connected. There's always going to be that. But overall, we've been pretty pleased with how effective it's been able to be. I've had the opportunity to jump on a couple of virtual learning experiences in our early elementary grades, and I've been really impressed with the attendance and the effort, and the teachers really doing a great job.
Teachers have been using Google Meet to have lessons and to talk to students who may need some extra help. Students have also been able to have assignments online through Google Classroom. For those who may not have strong internet access, adjustments have been made. English credits the work of teachers and set schedules for student success.
There are daily times of check-ins with teachers, and then, based on where they are in a lesson, there may be more teaching on certain days than others. It depends on where they are, just like in the classroom. But, they have schedules, and I think it's helping our kids stay as up-to-date as they can.
Jonathan Kenny, the assistant principal at Unicoi Middle School, says virtual learning is important because of how long schools had to close due to Hurricane Helene.
So we were not virtual for flooding. We were out of school. The students did not have access to their Chromebooks. They were here. Really proud of how teachers have addressed and handled the virtual school, because I do feel like we haven't really taken a step back there. I think it's still kind of just business as usual. So.
Throughout the challenges, English says they will work with families who need help during virtual learning until students are back in the classroom.
I'm not going to pretend that there's not challenges that families have. We know that. We've encouraged them to communicate with us if they're having those issues. We're going to work with our students and families. We appreciate, everyone working with us, our families and our staff. But our optimum experience is certainly in person, and that's the goal.
And English also told me he and the rest of the Unicoi County Board of Educators are still deciding on when those missed school days will be made up. Casey?